Hello, gamers. Hello, gamers.
Hello, gamers everywhere.
We're live with the finals for squad goals. It's Meatmen versus Grip It and Rip It, and on stream is going to be Schmid, second time on stream this event, and Sooner. The thing below they might switch sides. They're still putting the crises down. So the crises are correct. It's McCran and alien ship. Why did that not update? What? Am I stupid? Oh, there we go. I just hadn't tapped it. Okay,
Weird.
so it's McCran and alien ship, and it's going to be 19 points. But Sooner's still deciding whether he switch sides. But yeah. Anyway.
And then it's
Curtis versus DeLuca and Pastrami versus Lucas.
yes.
Yeah. And I think also, so it's going to be 19, so I'm not totally sure. So Sooner, I've listed as X-Men here. That might actually not be correct. He might play Hulkbuster Avengers because he has has a pivot, which I think can be played at 18, but I don't know about 19. I mean, I've only seen him play it once this event, but okay, and they stayed. So this is correct. It's going to be Sooner on the left and Schmidt on the right, and yeah. Okay, so this will be interesting. So I've seen Sooner play his Hulkbuster pivot once this event, like I was saying, and it was Hulkbuster, Hulk, Domino, and Beast, and it was under Hulkbuster leadership. That's 18 points. So if he's going to go to 19 with that list, I don't know what it's going to look like. I do think, though, that in general, Hulkbuster's leadership is really good against Immortal Hulk, which obviously Schmidt is running. So, I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that Schmidt's running it this game, but he's playing it. Also, any and all criticism about Schmidt's models being unpainted, that's my fault. Schmidt
Okay, it's both of your faults.
It's both of our faults. Schmidt lost his models, and the unpainted Midnight Suns are my models.
Yes.
And I do actually have some painted Midnight Suns models, but they're not there.
There's a Red Skull 2 in there that is painted.
No, that's true. The Red Skull 2 is painted, yeah.
Yeah, that'll make for a fun stream experience. But
Yeah. So I am an unbiased viewer. I have no opinion about who should win, but I do hope my models do a lot of damage. Turn down the players a little bit. Curtis was really quiet last game. I mean, not that the stream can hear us, or hear them. But
It sounds like they both are not going to use our cool streamer dice.
oh, okay. They brought their own dice. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
I heard them
I mean,
complaining about it.
Honestly, our quality is so good.
Yeah, the nicer cameras that Pat provided for this event make a big difference. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not-
So it should be good. And I mean,
Yeah.
we can definitely see it, and you guys probably see it at home.
not losing sleep over it. That's for sure.
I'm just going to tell the Discord that the finals are live.
Oh yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell your children. Everyone tune in for the stream and make Vince $1. If we can get Vince to $1, we will hit our subscriber goal. Squad goals, finals, live now, exclamation mark. Cool. Okay, so they're deciding their squads. This is tough. I don't know what Schmid feels about the Hulkbuster pivot, because normally 19 is like a slam dunk Immortal Hulk game. But I don't know if he thinks that's still true if he's worried about Hulkbuster.
Yeah. What other Avengers? So there's Voodoo, Beast,
Yeah.
Hulk, and Hulkbuster.
So I guess like the easiest way to do that is to upgrade either Beast or Domino to Voodoo. Like if Sooner wanted to go to
right,
19 from the 18 to the 19.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be Hulk, Voodoo, whatever three he wants.
You've played some X-Men. How do you feel about this set of crises for X-Men?
I think it's not great.
Okay.
It's not terrible, but this is a very long diversion. We're not going to go down.
Okay.
I don't think the new pay to flips are great for Storm in general.
Okay. No, I think that's important info.
Yeah, I mean, I think
It is the pay to flip. The McCran is what Sooner brought, though. So he clearly thinks it's at least okay for him.
yeah, and it's not a disaster for sure. But they're just not as strong on the new pay to flips as they were like the old set of pay to flips.
Yeah.
So there's like some lost EV there, and then Alien Ship is a fairly dead extract as far as these things go.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a high scoring. It's not going to be a fast game. I don't think. I think
Yeah, I agree with you.
they're going to get stuck in a brawl, which I think normally will be advantage Midnight Suns just because of how good Siege and Bump are
Agree.
in that type of brawl.
Yeah, I haven't played. If he goes Hulkbuster, I have not played into this Hulkbuster list,
Yeah.
but I have played into X-Men a little bit as Midnight Suns, and I think the matchup's pretty good for X-Men, or excuse me, pretty good for Midnight Suns. Like
Yes, I think so too.
I think it's like not auto win or anything, but it's pretty good. There's a lot of stuff you can do to them. You're pretty threatening. It's takes longer for your models to die than in a lot of other matchups. So I think we'll see. But I think Domino is going to be on the field no matter what, not because auto incinerate is really good into Immortal Hulk.
Yes,
Okay,
as are
there's-
her pistols. There's a Hulkbuster.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Psylocke. Okay, so you upgraded Domino to Psylocke. Interesting.
Oh, sure. You have to update the overlay.
Oh, yeah. Red Skull, Zemo, Blade, Mummy, Voodoo. Okay, so he decided, I think this makes sense.
Yes.
Schmid decided that he's not going to do Immortal Hulk because he was expecting the Hulkbuster.
Yep, and pivoted to something wider.
Yeah, exactly. So it's actually going to be Hulkbuster Avengers updated. And
Cool. Yep.
And now Schmid has left the table because he needs to get a Zemo, I think, because of his missing models. So this is a Zemo safe grab. This is like why Zemo's here as a safe grab, and we also have Red Skull as a safe grab, and deployed like this. Well, I mean, we'll see how Schmid deploys, but this can cover all three of the alien ships.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
Red Skull can be in the middle of two of them and reach both.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Although this thing, the garbage can, the dumpster up at the top, I think that is a bad enough position that it would block Schmid from reaching those.
So like if Red Skull was here,
Yeah, he'd have to be.
it's difficult getting that one.
Yeah, so I think if he wants Red Skull to be threatening two places, he needs him to basically be deployed in front of the McCran on the southeast of
somewhere-
our. Yeah,
somewhere
exactly
that-
where you're drawn.
In
Exactly.
that zone. That makes sense.
So
And then, Zemo could obviously just deploy
yeah,
up
Zemo
there.
would just be there, and then
And then zoop, zoop.
the idea, I mean, this is probably obvious to the viewers, but the idea is that the other thing I forgot to mention, Schmid has prio, so he's going to
Yes.
safe grab something, and then something else is going to be charged, basically, either charged or with Red Skull, it's going to walk and
Yeah.
thump. And also, I mean, seeing Red Skull here, no surprise at all. Red Skull grunts love pay to flips, so.
Yeah, and I also think the pay to flip thing is pretty relevant because this Avengers team doesn't have a safe grab unless they're willing to burn assemble for it.
True. Well, I mean, it could be Hulk, but yeah, otherwise.
Not without Steve Von
Oh,
leadership.
right. He's not Steve One.
Yes,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's not discount Hulk.
Right.
So it would
Okay,
have
okay.
to be spend assemble like
Yeah.
you assemble like a To Me My X-Men and have Hulk
Yeah.
get it. But that's an expensive safe grab,
I agree with you, definitely.
which should mean if Zemo goes first and grabs this one,
Yeah,
no matter what Avengers does,
Yeah.
the Red Skull that's here can grab either one of those.
exactly. Yeah, totally. So I think, I would expect, depending on, I mean, there's always misplays, but I would expect Schmid is going to go up early here, unless he whiffs like all of his pay to flip attempts. Because McCran does not have the insurance, right? If it's blank, no, it doesn't. Yeah. So it's not like
Right.
sword. Wait,
Yeah, it is sword. It's exactly sword.
oh, it is exactly sword. Okay,
exactly
right,
sword.
right. Okay, so it does. Okay, so then the safe grabs are going to, or the pay to flips are going to be locked in. So
Yes.
I think at least turn one, Schmid is going to go up probably.
And I think that makes sense for Schmid because, like, Midnight Suns can do a good amount of damage, but, like, trying to get through a Hulkbuster and a Hulk
absolutely.
feels kind of untenable.
Yeah, I think his game plan, the way he drafted, he's expecting to lose a fight, and he just wants to control and threaten the two weaker models, the Psylocke and Beast, enough that he's able to get up on, just hold a pretty thin, but hold a thin point lead with ever losing it for the whole game and win that way. I think that would be what he's hoping for.
Yeah, and I can also see, like, Red Skull 2 does a decent job of threatening to kill Hulkbuster, just because Hulkbuster isn't, for his cost, is not that tanky.
Yeah, totally.
And Red Skull 2 does big damage, so...
Yeah.
I'll probably try to pick on the other two, though I know. So the reason Psylocke is here is that Psylocke is pretty damn good at killing Red Skull.
Yeah.
Because her builder can always choose between energy or mystic.
Right.
And then her little slide adds 2 dice to it.
Yep.
And then she can buy rerolls.
Yeah.
Like she will pick whatever whatever
Yeah,
defense.
she's going to ruin his life. I
Yes.
mean, I think that's true. He's definitely the worst thing about Red Skull is absolutely his durability, and so I think it's a little tough. I think he's probably just going to sit on energy defense the whole time because of Hulkbuster.
That's the collision one. Is that the push one?
No, that's the push one.
Okay.
It's the so that's sort of what I was saying is that like the problem is that makes him more vulnerable to Hulk because throws are much more scary for
So
Red
I
Skull.
think there's a world where you can be in the no collision mode and then try to use your grunts to give you a backstop.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's difficult.
I mean, I think that's a great strategy, but that means that your energy defense is open to both Hulkbuster and Psylocke.
Yes, that's true.
So he's
Okay.
actually not doing the deployment we described.
Nope.
He's got Zemo down here. Well, they're just checking. He was Sooner was just checking that Hulkbuster could in fact legally fit on.
And importantly, making sure his opponent agrees.
Yeah, right, and they agreed. So Hulkbuster can stand on all that stuff.
I'm interested. So I've seen a lot of people talking about Psylocke being really good to Red Skull too, and I do think she ruins his day, but also, especially with Bump, Red Skull 2 ruins her day back pretty well.
Yeah, I mean,
Right? She relies on stealth martial artist, which is the exact type of range band that Bump is really good at just being like, no.
Yeah. Red Skull will never like let her use her defensive tech. Basically, yeah. I agree with that.
And might melt her faster than. Gonna be a lot of it comes down to just who gets a good solid hit first between the two.
Totally. What are her defenses? Her defenses.
3-3-4.
3-3-4. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of about Psylocke's card that's good into Midnight Suns in general, though. Having a slightly better Mystic defense is great. Okay, so Psylocke all the way at the top there. Sooner's done deploying, so it's Psylocke at the top, and then Hulk, and then Hulkbuster, and then Beast, and they kind of, I mean, okay, yeah, Beast and Psylocke are double walk in range of the lateral things, but they're going to be pretty far out of position if they go for that.
And then we've got Red Skull 2, Blade, Grunts.
No, Red Skull 2, Mummy.
Oh, Mummy, Grunts. Blade's the big tall guy.
Yeah, Blade's
Zemo.
jumping. Okay, and he just moved Red Skull out to the bottom side of Mummy. So this is like where he is. He is threatening those top 2 alien ships, but I'm still kind of worried that the dumpster is actually going to get in his way from the very top one, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, so I was trying to see if the top down do we see, but I'm with you that it really looks like that dumpster is going to get in the way.
Yeah.
But maybe he's fine just sending Mummy out to go grab that, because it's not like there's a ton of threat up there.
That's true. And the other thing is that I don't think he might have trouble grabbing it, but he can still hit anybody who's on it.
Yes.
So if that's the one that Sooner takes, he's going to have no problem attacking. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's chosen Mystic. So that's no collisions. Wait, isn't Hulkbuster's attack is energy though, right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. I guess he just doesn't
Gonna
want to
play good around it, yeah.
and he doesn't want to have to deal with a throw and brace early, I guess. That makes sense. I mean, because Hulk is closest model to him, so we'll see. So we're in it now. How did Sooner already lose 1 minute of clock? Or, 1 second of clock. Oh, well. I guess it was on him when he pressed it. It's over. Insurmountable advantage for Schmidt. So Schmidt's thinking about what he's activating first. I mean, this is, especially when you're playing this type of Midnight Suns list, this is a big deal because he's probably choosing his first safe grab. And that will determine a lot about the rest of the positioning of turn 1. Okay, so he's decided he's not doing a safe grab first. He wants to be more threatening to the middle of the field, and he's willing to let Mummy get shot a couple times, or maybe just once. It's hard to tell if
It
Hulk
depends if Hulk wants to go ham on it.
Yeah.
Like, Psylocke could walk and shoot the Mummy, but the Mummy's in cover, should be fine.
Is her longer range attack energy or
Mystic?
Mystic. Okay, well that's good for Mummy then. I mean, Mummy
Yes.
doesn't like that she can choose energy on her builder, but that means that he doesn't mind suffering the ranged attack at all, especially because he's behind a cover there.
Yeah, Psylocke's gun and Spender are both Mystic. It's only the builder that can be energy. Okay, so he's trying to
Yeah.
send Beast out to hopefully not die.
Yeah. So, I mean, collecting away from Red Skull is correct because Red Skull is definitely more threatening than Zemo. Zemo can still I am a Baron after all and charge him, but he won't get to double tap.
No, it'll just be one.
And it won't have the full rerolls, so it's not nearly as strong as a single Red Skull attack. But so I mean, I think Schmid takes the middle thing with Red Skull here, or Zemo if he can reach. I'm not totally sure, but it's tight. I haven't. Zemo's a new addition for me, so I haven't totally learned the distances of his like bump long walk on a small base. It's like there's like no other models that do that for a safe grab.
Right.
This is interesting.
I think Schmidt's opting into violence.
I
Or at
think,
least
yeah,
thinking
I think
about
that
it.
too. Or I
Nope.
think he's trying to he's trying to bait, I guess, Sooner to take the middle one. I mean, if he takes that with Hulk though, I don't think that's good for Schmid. Like, because it's going to take a long time for him to beat Hulk. Okay, so it looks like Zemo walk bump. Now, Schmid always chastises me for that when he watches my games. You got to bump first, so that you can measure things properly. But he's fine. He got it within 2. No damage, and didn't look. I don't think there was a bleed either. Yeah, no bleed.
I wonder if Schmidt just didn't take Baron as a card.
Oh,
I guess we
crap.
don't know
I
what the tactics cards are here.
Yeah, I didn't. I was listening, but I didn't.
But what else
forgot.
would you take? Because it's got to be,
So well,
Bat Siege, Brace Sack.
yeah, but it's not. Then if he took I Am a Baron after all, he didn't take one of those 4 because I know he has Cosmic Oblit.
Oh, okay.
And like that's one of the downsides of playing both Zemo and Red Skull is they both have a character card that they kind of need. I mean,
And it's hard to do better than Brace Sack,
yeah.
Siege, Bats.
Yeah, exactly. Like I actually end up in that circumstance of not taking bats a lot, but it does feel risky. And
Okay, so Sooner passed.
Sooner passed, right?
You can do.
Which he can do because of the grunts. Yeah. So Voodoo bumping up a little carefully, and he's attacking Beast. And this is the good type of pay to flip. He doesn't have to worry about it. So
I'm not sure I like this pass.
yeah.
Well, okay. I guess. I'm trying to decide if I was Schmidt, is it worth trying to activate Red Skull 2 to steal priority?
Activate Red Skull 2 to steal priority. Isn't he getting priority anyway?
Schmidt? No. It's 5 models versus 4.
But he went for. Oh yeah, right. Got it.
You know what I mean? So passing only because your opponent has grunts means your opponent has an opportunity to activate the grunt and then become the priority player.
Wait, but doesn't that mean he just has given priority now?
No, because Red Skull didn't go.
But
Right.
since Sooner already passed.
So he goes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's just given up. He's decided that he wants Schmid to have priority, basically. Or wait. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've always known that was possible, and I've never, like, intentionally done it, and I've never had an opponent intentionally do it. So I'm curious I do think Sooner is a good enough player to understand that that's true. I'm curious why he would want that.
It feels scary because it means, like, Red Skull will get to activate this turn, slap someone, start the next turn, slap them 2 more times.
Yeah, or, I mean, there's no way Sooner is doing that if he's just not going to take the middle point. Like, he clearly is passing so he doesn't put something in the middle for as long as possible,
Yes,
right?
correct.
But, like, Red Skull could go safe grab, take it, and back all the way off. And then he's getting priority. He's up on extracts, and I don't totally see what Sooner would do with his 2 big fellas. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like you're setting yourself up to have one of those big fellas, like, come across the board to steal one of these Macrans.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
Schmidt
true.
activates with priority with a Red Skull right there.
Yeah, agreed. So anyway, while we were talking and trying to figure out what this play meant, Psylocke threw her long-range thing at Mummy, did 1 damage, got the pursuit, and then pursuited onto...
I don't think
maybe
she took the pursuit.
I don't think she took the pursuit. She
It
was
was
already
just-
on there, and
yeah.
then flipped that point.
Yeah, it was just walk, shoot, do a damage, flip point.
Okay, so now Schmid's blade has walked up, and... So Blade throws the glaive, gets both the gets 2 damage on Beast and the bleed and pursuit, but he doesn't take the pursuit and he flips the point. This is a nice activation for Blade because it. Oh, he had to bump. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's
Yeah.
not. It's an okay activation. I mean, he did what he had to do. But if he got to hold that power and get another from the throw, that's really great. But so now we're assuming Hulkbuster is going to come over.
He's looking to see, walk, shoot blade, flip point.
I'm not sure he his Hulkbuster's medium walk, right? I think he might not get there because of how that thing is positioned, the terrain, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's slightly hard to tell. I know when they were checking to see if they fit on the truck, they also checked to see, and at least Sooner believed that the Hulkbuster fits on that building.
Yeah, no, I think he does. It's just about is
Where,
the edge of it
yeah.
close enough and also within a medium move, and I'm not totally sure, but. Oh yeah, hi Kevin, begrudgingly. I know that was a while ago, but yeah, Blade has no power on him, he asks, so I assume we're probably Hulk is going to liquidate those assets, which is the size 4 thing, or the size 3 thing in front of him. Yeah, that is a downside. This is definitely a thing that comes up again and again when one player is playing big models and the other player isn't, is that Schmid basically has no way to use the size 4 or even size 3 terrain on the field, and so Hulk is kind of at his leisure to throw those whenever he wants.
Yeah, Schmidt has no terrain throws whatsoever, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Can't even use the size 1s.
Yeah. That's true.
I just feel rough here.
Yeah.
Because we've got a size 4. I mean, this size 4 back here, I don't expect to get used, but it
Yeah,
is a
probably
4.
not.
But then there's still 3s. Both of those 3s feel very usable.
Yeah, totally. And maybe the one on the top left as well, because it's like, yeah, this is. I really don't. Maybe I'm underestimating Red Skull's ability to do damage to Hulk, but like, if Hulk just goes to the middle and takes that token, I don't think that's bad for Sooner. Like if I was in Schmid's position, I would have been really worried and like would have already taken it with Red Skull. But I guess I'm not sure what he's worried about here, because I mean, I think he'll do damage to Hulk, but I'm not sure Schmid will ever get a great opportunity to straight up kill Hulk. And if you damage Hulk but don't kill him, he just becomes better. So, I don't know. Okay, Hulk's activating. Kind of, with that position, that angle, it kind of looks like he might be doing what I just said. Although maybe he's just going for the, like to throw this at Blade and then pick up the token. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so he definitely wants to pick up the token. Is he going to be in range to throw that to Blade? It kind of looks like it's within medium. Hard to say.
So, assuming Red Skull would get to hit Hulk 3 times with builders, with this turn and then priority next turn.
Yeah.
And Hulk can buy rerolls on the second 2 of those set.
Yeah.
It's your 60% to do 10 damage.
It's what?
60% to do 10.
I don't think that's enough.
It doesn't feel like it with how kind of not hard hitting the rest of the list is.
Yeah. Okay, so that. Well, they need to move that terrain, but Hulk just threw that size 3 that he's right up against.
This one
against Blade, and Blade blocked 1, so he took 3 damage. Guys, you gotta move the terrain.
Please, homies. Well, so I think hopefully Sooner will catch it, because I think he also wanted to get that out of the way to make sure Hulkbuster can land.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, he got it, and he doesn't even have to worry about it because we got marked mats, which are illegal. You guys are watching Thought Crimes. Okay, so now obviously Red Skull has to go. It's the only activation left. See, I don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't love this opening. Like, I mean, I think it's just better to go up on points. It's like Hulkbuster and Hulk together are really scary for.
Yes, I mean we said that at the point, right? Like we didn't believe in this Midnight Suns roster ability to kill 2 Hulks.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the grunts walk up to the McCran. They get nothing on Hulk, and they flip the point auto for free. And it's Red Skull time. So he cut for power, and now he's counting blanks and punching Hulk.
I guess let's see. 6 crits.
That would be pretty cool. That looks like 5 against 2. Oh, he's got a crit. So Hulk takes 3. No triggers on Red Skull, which is fine. He doesn't need to go anywhere, and he can't push Hulk. He's too big. So
All right, size 3s?
yeah, it's size 3. So Hulkbuster's up now. Last activation of the turn, of the round. Excuse me. I mean, he obviously has to flip that point. I think he'll be in range to shoot Blade, which is pretty
yeah,
rough.
definitely
I mean,
now that he has like more freedom of where to land his fat
I mean,
butt.
Blade could actually go down here.
Totally.
Take 3 damage. That's totally plausible.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to use a hit and run because then, depending on how this goes, he could get a terrain throw.
Oh, true. That's cool. That's cute. Though this means he won't be flipping the point if he does that. Like
well, he might be able to get to like the size 1 while staying on the point.
Oh, I guess it could just be a size 1, yeah.
Right. I'm learning. I can mark the mat.
Yeah. So Blade is alive on 1 currently, and is getting pushed, of course. Oh, he's probably going to hit and run to flip the point that Blade's on. To move forward.
Yeah.
I think he's probably fast enough to do that.
Yes.
So
definitely looks like it.
Oh yeah, wait, because it would be a medium move, right? It's not a short move.
Yes.
So yeah, he absolutely is. So he's taking the point there. Damn, when people do this, I internally in my head, in my games when I do it or my opponent does it, I call it the Schmid, where you at the very last action you very aggressively go for an opponent's secure, and now Schmid is being Schmidded. We hate to see it. I call it that because he did it to me like 3 games in a row, and it wrecked me every time. So I learned that I had to be doing it or watching out for it. But
so I think he'll want to try to stay out away from Red Skull where he can with his Hulkbuster. Because I do think if one of the Hulks is to die to Red Skull, it's Buster.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I think it might be. Well, actually, I don't think he can stay out of bump Red Skull range.
Oh,
least.
true.
Like I think he could maybe make him bump, but and now he's trying to get the terrain throw, like you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't have the power, but I think for next turn.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean,
better to have ammo than not.
5 to 2. 4-2. Okay.
Yeah, so this one's Avengers, this one's Midnight, this one's Avengers. And then 2 extracts, and so yeah. 4, 2, 2. Yes.
What's the Macron effect again? What's the Macron effect again?
So the Macron effect is if you're holding an extract while within one of
holding an extract.
you
That's
get a
what it
bonus
is.
power.
Yeah, I was like, why aren't these people? Yeah, okay, I remember
which
now.
is true of none of the extract holders.
Okay, so sorry, what were you going to ask me?
Hulk should have checked for alien ship blowing up. He took 3 damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
People forget about alien ship all the time.
Yeah. None of their Schmids have to? No. Or
Not
the one that has
because
it,
only
sorry.
Mummy's holding, and Mummy just took
Oh,
one.
right. That's the thing on Red Skull is the defense token.
Phases, yeah. Yeah, so Mummy, Beast only took like 1 damage, I think.
Yeah, he only
Or no, he took 2.
No, he's only got 1 damage on there.
But I thought Blade's throw did 2.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Wait.
I don't see any. I see a bleed.
Yeah, where is his damage?
I don't think they marked the damage on Beast.
Uh-oh. Exciting times.
Yeah, we'll see. Schmid might remember it when he goes to try to kill
He should.
Beast.
I mean,
and
I'm sure he's keeping track of the damage.
Yeah. He put a lot of attacks into that Beast, so I assume he's paying attention to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Hulk should have blown up. We're past that. What do you do with priority here as Midnight Suns? Oh.
Yeah, I think Blade is good here because it's the most important models, and they're also hardest to kill. So it's making them easier to kill, and also these conditions are probably going to stick for a while. Like,
yes, it's hard to shake on
Yeah,
Hulk and
so-
Buster.
Yeah.
Chose Incinerate for both.
And he doesn't have to activate with Red Skull after Cosmic Obliterating, but I think it makes sense to because Red Skull is pretty in danger right here, I think.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Hopefully he's remembering his grunt attacks, but yeah.
Who do you attack here?
I don't know. It's so tough because I think the right target is Hulkbuster, but you've already done some work onto Hulk.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And Hulk is the one holding an extract.
Exactly, yeah. But he's also the one that you want to give power less. I mean,
Yes.
you don't want either to get power, but yeah. And it's not like okay, so Hulk has 17 HP. So I mean, Red Skull could do a lot on an incinerated Hulk, but he can't. He can't do 17
seems
damage.
to be asking a lot.
Yeah, definitely
Unless
not.
these grunts go ham.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if the grunts just go lights out. And I mean, Blade is also so threatened. Like he's got 1 HP, so. Okay, he's sieging immediately. I like that because because Voodoo got an extra thing, and his siege with this roster is never going to be amazing. Like he's missing out on the attack from the mummy, but that's it.
Whatever.
So yeah,
so this is into Buster.
with Blade or mummy?
Voodoo, I thought.
Voodoo.
Oh,
No, it's
Pierce,
Blade,
so it's
Blade.
Blade. 2 damage.
2 damage, including the pierce.
And bleed.
And bleed.
I don't think Hulkbuster's immune to bleed. There's a man in that
He can
robot
bleed,
suit.
yeah. So this is actually, if this Voodoo attack goes well into Hulkbuster, then I think he'll
change
want
targets.
to activate. He'll activate Blade and try to kill Hulkbuster because
okay.
now the bleed
Yeah.
is set up and everything. So
All right, Z-Mario.
okay,
2
so we
more
got another
damage.
2 on Hulkbuster. What's his HP? 13.
13.
So he's on 9. Schmidt just asked what I asked. So he's got 9 left after that. Siege is done. Blade could do 9, but it's not.
He doesn't have double spender money, right?
He
Or
does
Blade?
not. No,
Yeah.
it's 6 power. So it's going to be a builder spender, and it's 2 defense because he's incinerated. I mean,
so Def 2 with DR.
Death 2 with DR, his. Okay,
Blade's
Blade's
active.
going. I think if he has bats available, this is good
sure,
because
yes.
he does have enough money to spender and bats. So,
Okay, yeah. I didn't think about bats, but that's a good point.
oh, he's sacking into Hulk. Sad.
Yeah.
Who is not bleeding? Also, oh, disaster. Uh, 5 and a bleed onto Hulk.
Okay. I mean,
So Hulk now has +2 bonus dice, and is bleeding and incinerated, and took 5 plus the 3 he already took, so he's on 12 HP now. Okay,
maybe we are killing 2 Hulks.
maybe. I mean, I don't like. Yeah. If Blade could actually spend her a second time, it might be on the table,
Okay,
honestly.
yeah.
But like, I mean, Schmidt is committing to damage. Like he thinks he's getting 2 big kills next turn. Like he's setting it up so that.
Well, and I also think he did a clever thing here where he got Blade to within 2 of Red Skull so that he can sack the first attack from Red Skull into Blade. And like if
True.
Red Skull can live,
Yeah, if Red Skull gets to activate here, then
I think Schmidt's
I agree with you. I agree with you.
living.
That's really good. It's also
3 more damage to Hulkbuster.
sorry. Was that Hulk? That was Hulkbuster? No, it was
Oh,
Hulk.
Hulk. Okay, I
3.
misheard.
Okay, I think after that sack, he's just decided it's Hulk. It's Hulk time. Like
Sure.
he just.
I mean, Hulk will
is
hold
now
the
the
next
target.
track.
Yeah. He did flip the token there.
Yep.
Okay, so that was 3 more to Hulk. So he's taken 11. So he's already on 9.
All right, and he gets to heal Blade here for 2.
Yes, he does get the heal blade for 2. I mean, he's still gonna die, but like he has 3 HP.
Hey, it's helpful.
It's helpful. But
So that really could not have gone better for Blade.
yeah,
Like the sack
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
got in the way, but dice-wise,
No, I think. I mean,
He did
getting
chunks.
getting 5 damage on the spender when the target is not bleeding is amazing. Like
Can't be mad about
yeah,
that,
I cannot
yeah.
be mad about that. And both of these models are bleeding too, so they're going to take another damage when they activate. But,
Yep.
so I mean,
one of these Hulks has to activate.
yeah, and they kind of have to kill Red Skull. If
I
Red
think-
Skull
yes.
lives, then, and you know, Schmid, like I really was suspicious of this, but he's made the right choice doing the no collisions Mystic defense, even though, because now that he has so much pressure on Hulk to activate, he's getting the good value from that.
Yes.
Like the fact that he's collision immune makes Hulk way less threatening.
Because I think one of the things here is like you're tempted to go with Hulk Buster, but Hulk at least has a safety valve of being
Yeah.
able to throw Red Skull if you fail to kill him,
Yeah.
and soften it that way, which Buster does not.
Right.
And like Red Skull does look kind of wedged in there by his grunts in the terrain.
Agreed.
I guess let's see what it looks from the overhead, but I think the push angles are really bad
Yeah.
on Red Skull.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah, he's not going anywhere.
yeah, the problem is the stagger could really still screw him up, like stop him from killing Hulk at least this turn, because he'll be immune to the throw damage, but he could still get staggered, and that's a lot less damage.
Well, just hope Hulk doesn't hit a wild.
Yeah.
Because it does still feel like, even with as well as that went, I still think Tsunu's in the driver's seat right now.
I agree with you. I agree with you
I
definitely.
think Schmidt is hoping for a little bit of things to go his way.
Yeah. And that was probably the
Hulk
most complicated
gamble.
activation that Schmidt will have, but he is down 9 minutes on clock, so that's
Yeah,
kinda
but
rough.
that was the siege turn and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, like you said, Hulk leaps forward out of one of the secure. Doesn't matter too much. But Spendering Red Skull makes sense. I think that's exactly.
And there's the sack.
Sack it to blade. The
Yes,
1 HP.
love it.
The 3 HP blade. Love that.
Because it means Hulk doesn't have money for a second spender, so the stagger problem is solved.
Oh, he doesn't have enough money for the second stagger. Oh, right, because he leapt and
And he doesn't have the
yeah.
Steve discount.
This is like, so obviously having stagger is amazing, but it's so sick that Immortal Hulk spender is range 3. Like it feels so good in situations like this. Like if he was Immortal Hulk, but that's why he's a point more.
I think,
Blade evaporates. Yeah.
I think Blade's gone, but Blade did his job.
Yes. Yeah. Blade. Oh yeah. Any direction throw before.
Oh, no wild yet.
No wild, so no throw either. Wow.
I mean, I don't think the throw makes a huge difference because
Yeah, because
Skull's
Skull's
in no
immune.
collision.
Yeah.
It would just put Blade in a worse spot for when he wakes up.
Yeah.
Soul for Mummy. First soul of the game. Very exciting.
So yeah, that was a really good call from you and from Schmidt. From Schmidt for thinking of it, and you for noticing
Yeah.
that he moved to within sack range of Red Skull. It was great. Okay. So he can throw Red Skull,
Yes.
but I don't think he can get him far enough away to not be in range of bump, punch. Because
Okay. I trust your judgment on that because I'm bad at eyeballing bump distance.
well, it's just because of the thing behind him.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Like,
terrain
so-
in the way there. Yeah, let's-
Although, and yeah, if he threw him first to get rid of that and then pushed him, the push is only short, so he's definitely still within range. Because
Yeah.
they're like less than range 1 from each other, I think.
Yep. Yeah, Schmidt did a really good job backstopping with the grunts and this light post.
Definitely. Oh my God, is he actually going to back up? Wow.
He sure is.
He really didn't like how that went.
Well, I don't think he saw the sack thing.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Can you read Red Skull's power? I think that's a 0, right? But that can't be right. It can't, and it also can't be 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
Oh no, it can be 10 because it can be 0 because he sacked. He had 1 power after the first turn and he sacked, I guess. Wait, but how did he only have 1
Yeah,
power
hold
after the
on.
first?
Because all he did was walk up, cut blanks, hit. Should be on 2 power.
Yeah,
3 power for the turn.
yeah,
Maybe we just can't read dice.
yeah. Yeah, maybe that's a 3 or something.
Oh, no, because he didn't siege.
Oh, he cosmic.
Oh, he did
yeah,
cosmic to
yeah,
0.
cosmic to 1 and then sack to 0. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
I forgot about the cosmic. We got there, folks.
Yeah,
Oh, so it was back up and assemble.
yeah.
So Beast got out of there.
They're just talking about he hadn't marked the bleed on Hulk, but what was the possibility of?
What were Hulk and Hulkbuster paying for?
Yeah, what were they paying
I
for?
don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
So, yeah, what else could he have paid for? I'm not sure. Okay, so Red Skull's activating. Grunts are shooting Hulkbuster.
Oh, second wind.
Oh, second wind, of course, yeah. Okay, the Grunt's
steal
first
one.
attack does 1 damage to Hulkbuster through build to take it. He built.
Built to take it's reduce 1, min 1, I think.
I thought it was min 0, but you have to pay it ahead of time.
Okay, let's find out.
Yeah, it's down to 0. He just reduced it down to 0. So Grunts did total of 1 damage. And then Red Skull not cutting. That's interesting. He's
It doesn't. You're going to get one with blanks and one without. The order doesn't totally matter.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. 5 without the counting blanks. Oh my God! And he takes 4 after build to take it. Wow. And so Hulkbuster takes 4. So he's taken 9 total, I think, after this. They're
I'm about to say.
so
4 health.
4 left. 4 left. And he's got his Red Skull got his move trigger. Oh, he can do 4
4
easy.
is really not asking much.
Yeah, 3. He's incinerated. He can count blanks now. All right, Schmid. A little bit of game here.
A lot of game here. Yeah.
So he cuts for power, and then he's gonna crank the gauntlets.
Yep.
Rev them up.
It, of course. Yep.
Built to take it.
Are we?
If this is 4 through, oh my God, it is. He's got 6 already, and he's got 1, so it doesn't matter. 9 damage. Let's go Red Skull. Wait, he does have Skull. No, he's saying, sorry, they're talking about some dice stuff. I'm not
yeah,
sure
they're
what.
trying. So he's thinking about a recal.
Oh, he's thinking about a
but
recal,
people
yeah.
nudge their dice, so they're
Yeah.
trying to cooperatively.
I mean, I do know, but we're not judges.
Go ahead and tell
Yeah,
me.
you had no skulls anywhere. You had 1 skull. Yeah. So he is recalling.
So it's going to be 9 versus 2.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
I do not like that recal.
Yeah,
at
you
all.
can't recal against Red Skull if he's counting blanks.
Unless you have like a whole bunch of skulls or something. You know,
Yeah.
you'd have to be really skull locked.
Yeah, it's just if he's not skull locked, he's just so good in recal. It's like so
Yeah.
hard to So we've only
Okay.
got Beast and Psylocke left to activate on Sooner. He's thinking about passing. He said he passed. He's thinking about passing, but he hasn't decided yet. Yeah.
It's,
okay.
I mean, this turn went incredibly well for Schmidt.
Yeah, insanely well. And he can pass. He still has Zemo, Voodoo, and Mummy.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Schmidt got everything he wanted from those last 2 activations. That was wild.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Played to his outs.
Yeah. I don't totally love Sooner backing up with Hulk. I know he's in range, in threat. I think he needed, assembling to back up is fine. I don't think he should have used an action.
I agree. Because, like, there was no way Red Skull was going to kill both Hulks.
Yeah.
Just not possible.
Yeah.
Right? And so you just let him pick a Hulk to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other one then punishes. But
Yeah.
now Sooner's Hulk is not in a position to punish.
Yeah, and I don't think he realized how threatened the Hulkbuster is. But like Incinerate plus power on Red Skull, it's like really.
Well, and, like, I do think there's, we can run the odds or something.
Yeah.
The first attack doing 4 damage, not counting blanks, is a
Yeah,
lot.
I mean that was crazy. I mean, that
Like-
was so much. That's insane.
There's absolutely one where Hulkbuster just tanks that fine.
So now Schmidt is like, well, maybe the Mummy can seal the deal. I kind of don't love that just because the Mummy is his extract holder.
Yeah.
And I mean, Hulk is too, but the Mummy is threatened by Psylocke because she can
Yes.
choose energy. But also, if he actually puts Hulk down here, the game might just be over. So.
That's. Can you count how much damage is on that Hulk?
So I think it's 12. I think
Okay.
he's got 8 left.
Okay.
And then Mummy has 2 power and 2 souls.
Yeah.
So he
That's-
actually,
That's bump double gun.
yeah, it's bump double gun as long as it does damage. But
Oh, right.
but it's not max souls possibility, and I'm not even sure bump gets him in.
It was
4
hard to
of-
tell.
That definitely looked like it was in 4 to me, but
Yep. But then I think mostly just wants to make sure Sooner agrees,
yeah,
which is
sure,
good.
Yeah,
Before anything crazy happens, making sure the players agree.
I don't, that looks longer than a bump to me, but I don't know. It's so hard to tell from this angle.
No. That was
So
too late.
So, yeah, no. That's,
No,
that,
bump
don't
does not
do it,
teach
Schmidt.
No,
Yeah,
Schmidt.
because
No.
exactly, because the range 4 did get to the dumpster, but that bump is not getting the Mummy all the way across the dumpster.
Yeah, the 4 only got to the very edge of the dumpster. Schmidt acknowledging what we both thought, where he'd have to walk to.
Yeah.
And there's, like, walking for that is bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the difficult part is that Sooner has Prio for next turn, but I don't, like, if Mummy does not go forward, I don't think he has a good first I don't think Sooner has a good first activation, you know? Like,
Oh, no.
I mean, he could still bump away. He can still bump away, and that's
Yeah,
maybe
but it
okay.
really puts him in a place for Psylocke to kill this mummy.
Agree. That's pretty rough, and he has no way to recover that extract, at least in the next turn and a half.
Yeah.
If he,
Spending a soul to deal 3 damage to Hulk.
Yeah. yeah. So he's paying a soul to get 3 through, and then he's healing. He should spend that other soul to bump, I think.
Yeah.
So he did 3 more damage to Hulk, which is so 5 left is what he should have. They're confirming now. Yeah, 5 left. 5 left on. So does he? Can you? Yeah, I can't tell if he has patch up. I'm just wondering.
Oh, sure.
I just don't know if Sooner has any way to heal Hulk at all.
He stayed there.
Oh, I think Schmid doesn't know Psylocke's card very well.
Yeah, because she can spend 2 to slide short
Yeah.
and get 2 extra dice to her next builder.
Yeah.
And that could very easily put a big hole in this mummy.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the slide.
So
It'll be
he's-
7 dice energy.
Well, he's not acting surprised. Maybe just a good poker face. So she's slid forward. She's doing a 7 die energy into Mummy. Does that attack have Pierce?
No,
4.
it has sap.
It has Sap. Yeah. So he only takes 1 off of that. Which, wow. She gets 4. He gets 2 on the dice, and
DR.
DR down to 1. Damn.
Oh.
We love the Mummy. I love the Mummy anyway. Not a lot of people on the other side of the field do not love the Mummy.
So yeah, I kind of like this idea. I think of coming in here and snaking this point.
It's not snaking it though. Well, I mean, it's
Trying to attempting. To.
Oh, it's a flip. Sorry, I was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Gotta not kick that camera. I've done it twice so far. Because then also, you said with Sooner with priority, Psylocke can try to finish Mummy.
She whiffs. Wow. She whiffs on the flip, which I mean, it's a coin flip.
It
You're gonna whiff
is,
some
but
of them,
just-
still, it feels sad.
Nothing's going.
Yeah, and it feels sad when it's just a grunt that's preventing you from automatically getting it.
Yeah, Zemo's gonna come do some homework.
Yeah, that makes sense. Zemo's gonna flip this, and then if Beast comes in to try to get him off of it, then Voodoo can go next and screw over Beast. Keep putting damage into the extract holding Beast.
Right, because there should be 2-ish damage we think on that Beast.
Yeah. Oh, he's burning I Am a Baron after flipping it. And then charging.
all right, okay.
Okay. I mean, this doesn't do 5 damage though. It's 1 attack.
No,
and he can't boost it. Or I mean, reroll all. But yeah, he's really.
Schmidt has decided Hulks must die.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Hulk rolls a blocking Uno. We're gonna get some damage here. 4, 5, down to 4. Yeah, so Hulk's gonna be alive on 1. He
While
dies.
bleeding.
Yeah, he dies next time he activates, unless he has patch up. What are we thinking here?
The pay 4 for rerolls,
Oh, pay 4 for rerolls. Yeah, Hulk not puny
which
banner.
feels not great.
Yeah,
It's paying 4 to reroll 2 dice,
Yep.
but
yeah, because he
think
doesn't unlock skulls here, right? Yeah.
oh no, he does. But that's a block.
Oh, it's a block.
He had 1 successful
Oh.
block.
So he's only on 18.
2 health.
Yeah, 2 health.
2 health remaining. But is also only on 2 power.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because now he can try to. Yeah, he's gonna bump and try to flip that point too. Because now Sooner has no opportunity. Very nice. I like this a lot. I do still think the Mummy positioning is wrong, but everything else about what Schmidt's done here, I think, is good.
Yes.
Sooner
And
has
now Sooner's priority activation probably cannot be Psylocke.
no, although now it can be Hulk, but
I think Schmidt's fine with that trade.
Schmidt's fine with that trade, and also there's a tiny chance that Zemo's counterstrike kills him.
Totally.
So, and also Zemo, importantly, does not have an extract. So, and if Schmid can get, I understand why he's chasing. That's another reason why he's chasing Hulk. Is exactly what you're saying. Is that he wants Sooner to activate Hulk so that Mummy has a chance to get away from Psylocke or kill her or whatever, hex her. So, Okay, so Sooner flipped that point back, of course, because it was unmolested.
Just walk, flip, took a damage for bleed.
Now Voodoo's going to probably try to...
Slap him around.
He can't throw him because it's size 2 and
Correct.
Beast is size 3, but he could do some damage.
Totally. Keep the pressure going.
Yes, absolutely. And he could possess if he gets enough power here.
They both rolled skulls, so they both get a power.
Yeah. Yeah, he still hasn't marked that damage.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
that might get lost.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, he's flipping the coin. He gets a power. Yep. Yeah, so he paid a power. Yeah, he paid a power, and that's kind of funny. So he whiffed the flip, but because he rolled a skull when he whiffed the flip, he got the power back and was able to possess Beast. So he puts the extra down, but he can't take it.
Yeah.
So 2 for
6
Sooner.
to 6.
Yes. 2 for yes, it's now tied up 6 to 6. And I mean, it's hard not to say that Schmidt is winning the attrition.
Yes.
But Sooner does have, Sooner has a difficult choice with priority. Hulk could make Zemo go up in a burst of smoke, but I don't know if that's enough to get the game back in his favor. He no longer dies to his own bleed. And Sooner says he's never had Hulkbuster flip, so he has to read the procedure.
Yeah, so you lose, importantly, Hulkbuster loses all of his power.
Yeah.
Right, he has to start building back up to get a new suit.
But he does generate 1,
Yes,
right? Like
yeah, he'll
when he
start at
flips,
1
he
for the
generates
turn.
1, yeah. Is there a viewer count on this screen?
No.
Okay. We'll never know.
Yes. That's not information you'd ever want to know.
I want to know. Okay, about 50. Nice.
Okay. He does get a place within 2, so he gets some flexibility, but like,
Yeah.
for viewers at home who might not know, this side of Hulkbuster is very squishy.
Yeah.
Do you know what his stats are?
Isn't it like 2/2/2 or something?
2, 2, 3, 5 health.
2/2/3/5 health. And if he dies in real life,
Yep,
right?
gone
Okay.
forever.
Yeah. So that's the problem. Is I think Sooner can save one of Hulk and Hulkbuster, form little guy,
Yeah.
and the other one is immediately going to die. I think so.
Yes.
And I don't, and Hulk is kind of going to die anyway, but just later. So I don't know. This is really
A
tough.
host of bad choices. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do think Schmidt is going to lose Mummy at some point this turn, because I think whichever Hulk Sooner activates, Schmidt is going to feel obligated, and I think correctly, to go after the other Hulk,
Yes.
like the other thing. So that, again, means that Mummy's not going to activate. So Psylocke will have plenty of opportunity to do another double tap into Mummy. So
And she might flail again.
I mean, that's true. That's definitely possible.
She does not have power for slides, so she's starting at 5 dice.
Yeah, only 1 damage on Mummy is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mummy had taken 2 but healed 1, and then
Yeah.
Psylocke whiffed real bad.
Yeah. It looks like all 3 games in our finals are still going right now, which is not surprising. It hasn't been that very long. It's hard to tell. I haven't heard anything else, but. Okay. They're figuring out the beast stuff. I don't think they quite made it there, but whatever. He's got 1 more damage, so we're closer to correct game state.
Yep.
Sooner in the tank, as he should be. This is his. I mean, he needs these next 2 activations to get it back in the game.
Yes.
I don't know exactly how. What do you think you would do? I really don't. I can't decide between the 2 Hulks.
It's got to be Hulk.
You think it has to be Hulk?
I think it has to be Hulk.
The problem is he has nothing else to hit than Zemo. Okay, well that's what he's doing. So 11 dice
It's just
builder.
that like
for Zemo,
Tiny
over
Tony's
into Zemo.
activations are not impactful enough.
Yeah. I guess. I mean.
He's got a cool energy push gun, but
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of damage. If Zemo lives, he's definitely going to try to counter-strike.
Yeah, for sure.
Zemo takes 4. And a push is coming if he wants it. Oh, that gets him out of the Master Swordsman. He could just push him away,
Not
right?
out of the counter-strike's 3.
Or counterattack 3. Oh,
Yeah,
right,
so
right,
that's
right.
not
Okay.
it. Yep.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay. Then he will, I'm sure, do that.
Come on, Schmidt. Come on.
Remember your
the counter.
rules.
Yep. That's what all commentators want, is rules to be remembered.
Yes. Oh, my God.
What is
Zemo almost falls off the
odds
truck.
of
He just
Zemo
has to do
dying
1
to-
damage. Because, well, I mean...
No. I meant Zemo living through that punch. What
Oh,
are the
yeah, it can't be
odds?
very good. I mean, I don't think Schmidt declared Master Swordsman
did not.
defensively, which he definitely should have. Because he definitely has enough power to do all this, yeah. So he missed that one, but hopefully he gets the counterattack.
Well, it's a straight 50-50 for
Okay.
5 damage.
All right. Well, Schmidt wins
So
coin
a
flip.
little unlucky
He
for
is-
Sooner, but not. Okay.
Yeah, he is cracking back.
Nothing.
He gets
okay.
nothing. Okay.
All right.
So
all right.
Hulk will not daze
First hurdle
in
cleared.
his activation.
Yeah. It's still up. Oh, yeah, it's Sooner talking about how he really wanted that to just one-shot Zemo.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
Makes sense. And I think there's a world where if that kills Zemo,
I think he does not have patch up, which makes sense because
Yeah.
he's playing X-Men. He doesn't really want patch up. It's only for the Hulk.
yeah, I guess I could have looked at his list to figure that out. But I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the play was to try to one-shot him and then also try to get Mummy.
Yeah,
Like have
yeah.
Hulk kill
Get
both
over.
of those and be over that way.
Yeah, absolutely. He needed 2 targets to go down.
And now that Zemo's
yeah.
on 1, I have to imagine Schmidt's got a brace, just based on the
Yeah.
way Sooner's talking about the game state.
Yeah, Schmidt hasn't braced yet.
He has not braced. We just don't know what his cards were.
Because Blade wasn't able to brace the one other
Yes.
thing that the
'Cause he
opportunity. Yeah,
had to bump and pay to. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't kill Zemo with collateral damage
Right.
at this point.
Yeah. And actually, Mummy being on the dumpster is kind of stopping him from taking a collision. Like, he also can't throw Zemo into Mummy because it would hit the dumpster.
Yeah, so there's a world where we like try to hop and throw Mummy into Zemo, but
True,
then that's going to
true,
get
true,
braced,
true.
and he can't hop throw Spender,
Yeah.
which would be the way to get both of them because he just doesn't have enough power for that.
Right, and it might not even be actually in range. Oh no, well, if it's in range of the throw, it's in range of the spender. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he unfortunately had the puny banner last turn. So yeah, this is
Right. Yeah.
after turn 1. This is gone. So
Yeah, it's so crazy. I
unfortunately
thought
for Sooner.
I thought that opening was much better for Sooner, but
Totally. Yes.
Red Skull and Blade just went absolutely apeshit
Yeah.
on turn 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Blade's performance is above par here. I wouldn't rely on something like this, but I do think that like this is the type of game that I talk about when I've talked about the podcast. So that, like, I don't like why I'm so down on Elsa is like Elsa mathematically cannot do what Blade just did, basically, and like I think.
Why not?
Well, I mean, she literally can, but she doesn't have a Pierce. She
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
have the
true. Oh,
reroll
right.
all from her
Yeah.
leadership or from her.
Blade
spender.
Blade has not rerolled all to anything yet.
No, I know, but I mean, like, he's much more likely to do
No,
something like
yes.
this, like the
Yeah,
Elsa,
yeah.
you know? Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
he's
to just back a game real quick.
and a lot of times I think you end up drafting Midnight Suns in a way that Blade is your second heaviest hitter, and like you
Totally. I mean,
you
that's-
need at least 2 heavy hitters. So
yeah, I mean that's this list right here.
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
It's like
exactly.
Zemo is not that heavy hitting in Midnight Suns.
Yeah,
like,
he's
he really
really not.
wants skull unlocks and stuff to be scary.
Yeah.
He's just a cool guy.
Yes.
Mummy doesn't hit that hard.
yeah,
Right.
and
Mummy
Voodoo
seems
doesn't
like
really
he said
either.
Voodoo
I mean,
just-
it's like
He's
Voodoo.
fine.
Yeah, he's fine, and he does a lot of other really good stuff. But people talk about Voodoo like as like also a damage dealer, and I don't really think he is. I
No.
mean, he's like a control piece and stuff, and really good and tanky. But yeah,
Yeah.
So.
So no, I'm giving you shit, but I do agree that like
No, you're right. You're right.
Blade's
She
damage
literally has the
output.
same number of dice printed on her card, I think, which is stupid. But anyway, but he has Pierce and he has all this other good stuff. And the
Yeah.
Pierce did matter a lot. I think he hit a Pierce every time he built it.
most of them at least, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Um,
And that, yeah.
and also it was on Mystic defense, which is 1 die less for Hulkbuster. So because her gun's physical.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, it is physical. I was thinking it's
I think that's
energy
right.
for some reason. It doesn't matter.
Well, now I want to know.
I mean, we got time. I guess we can check. Yeah.
yeah.
Again, Sooner.
Yeah, Sooner's really deep.
I
in
mean,
the tank
this
here.
is going to be the last turn of the game. I think.
I think you're
even if
probably
it's not truly the last turn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I think you're right.
When you're out 12 threat, your 2
Yeah.
Hulks are dead. Beast and Psylocke cannot.
Yeah, gun physical,
Oh, okay.
spender Mystic. Yeah. She had an energy gun. That'd be cool as hell.
That would be cool. Yeah, cool magic bullets. They
Yeah.
should be energy bullets.
Yeah. Sooner says none of it's good, which I think we agree with.
yeah. And this is like where the really slow scoring combination of Crises here works against Sooner a bit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, because he got an advantage on Crises early, but it wasn't enough. What's up?
we did the same thing they did.
What's that?
We forgot to talk about who should blow up from alien ship.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's.
The Hulk could have died last turn to the
Oh my
alien ship.
God, you're right. Wait, is that true after he did Hulk, not Petey Banner? Isn't
Oh
it in
no,
the
he
cleanup?
spent down to
It's
zero.
in the
Yeah,
cleanup,
yeah,
right?
I forgot
yeah.
he spent. Okay.
Yeah. I think. Oh no, Zemo isn't holding one. It's Mummy. Mummy spent down.
Oh right, these guys. No. You know what?
I
Mummy
think-
spent down. Hulk spent down in possession.
Oh yeah, in possession.
So they're all
Nobody
gonna-
should
okay,
have.
nobody should
Yeah,
have
yeah.
blown
So
up. Okay, so
they might have still forgotten, but they forgot correctly.
Yeah. Only turn one would it have mattered.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I guess could have killed Hulk.
That's true.
But
If he-
whatever, you know.
No, I think he didn't have enough power then either, because didn't he just throw, or? did
But then he
punch?
got hit by Red Skull. Red Skull did 3
Oh
damage
yeah,
to him.
yeah, yeah. Right, that was the one that we forgot. Okay, so yeah, he could have taken more damage.
Whatever.
Well, whatever.
Okay, so now he's
Going
trying to
for
get-
Mummy. I guess just because Mummy has the extract, he just needs points. So even though Zemo is being left on one here, almost certainly. Okay, throw Mummy into Zemo. I assume we're bracing here. Oh no, he's letting Zemo be dazed. Is that because of Prio? So
Does he not have... I don't... Because he's played Oblit, Siege, Baron.
yeah,
So I guess the fact that he has Oblit and Baron means he left one of the, quote, core 4.
yeah, yeah.
So maybe he didn't bring Brace. That seems
Yeah,
insane.
That seems crazy. But I think you.
When he played Sack.
So he either doesn't have bats or doesn't have brace. But I mean, I think he would leave bats. But so wait. But I don't. Okay. So Mummy, Red Skull, Blade, Voodoo. Mummy, Red Skull, Blade, Voodoo.
What are we counting?
Activations
Oh,
to
yeah,
see
yeah.
if he's like given himself priority somehow by letting this happen.
Maybe he's just trying to protect a different activation somewhere else and just doesn't worry about...
Yeah, I guess. Maybe he figured that the beam was going to just kill them both anyway,
Okay.
I guess. So it's like, don't use brace because, I don't know. It just seems weird because I would want, if there's even a chance that Zemo lives and then he just kills Hulk and,
Yeah.
and hits Psylocke, I thought that would be huge value for him, but
I agree. So 12 dice, Spender into Mummy.
yeah. He still won't have Prio though, unless he lets all these other people activate and loses another activation. So that seems really weird to me. I guess if Mummy dies here and he doesn't kill any of Sooner's activations, he will gain Prio.
Sounds like a bad roll.
Sp-
One day.
Spender with a billion dice does 1 damage to
12
Mummy.
dice.
12
Yeah.
dice does 1 damage to Mummy after
Does get the
damage
wild.
reduction.
There's a stagger coming.
What stagger doesn't matter to Mummy.
What a cool guy.
Yeah. I mean, as long as he has souls. He has souls.
Yes. I
I'm
guess
not
I
in the-
choose to believe Schmid doesn't have Brace.
I guess you're right.
That's the only-
That seems so crazy to
That
not bring
seems
brace
insane.
when the opponent has a Hulk on the field.
They
Or
have
like
two
on-
Hulks.
yeah,
They have two
Hulks
Hulks in the
on that.
10. They clearly want to play Hulk.
I mean, I don't know. Schmidt's just operating on a different level.
Schmid knew there was going to be a Hulk because he didn't play his own Hulk. Like clearly from deployment.
Yeah,
Schmid expected some Hulk shenanigans.
yeah, absolutely. Mummy could definitely put down Hulk here, but I kind of... Okay, Mummy's activating. I would want to go after Hulkbuster, but I guess he just thinks that no matter what Hulkbuster does, he's still going to be vulnerable after his activation. So
Yeah, or irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, of course, Hulk Boss, you run away, but, like, who cares?
yeah. Maybe you're right. So that looks like Mummy's dazing Hulk. It should get him. Yep. Yeah. So 2 souls back.
Yep, one for the
For
days,
big
one for
man.
the attack.
Almost gave a soul token to Zemo. That would be a good mechanic. Okay. Psylocke does not get blanked versus Mystic. They're checking.
They got to remember to drop Hulk's extract.
Yeah.
I think it's on the field there, but Sooner just kind of tossed it there, and I don't think Schmid. I mean, Mummy can't hold it, so maybe he's fine with it being out there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would feel better if I saw somebody touch the token.
Yeah.
No, well.
same. Yeah. So he's doing another spender, this time into Psylocke, of course. Psylocke has better Mystic defense, but can't martial artist it.
Yeah, this
He can crank it to 6, so five damage through. If he's got money for bats, he can one-shot her. Oh, she's got rerolls to do.
Yes.
They're just making sure they're on soul stuff. I'm just gonna tell Conan to back up a little bit.
Yep, just
Conan. You're good. Oh.
decided not to rerolls.
So she didn't reroll. I mean, he could bats.
Does he not have bats?
Maybe, well, he's actually passed the opportunity when he would be able to
Oh.
bats. So maybe he didn't want to bats before seeing the rerolls, because it only matters if she rerolls into nothing.
True.
So
yes.
I think that's probably why.
So 1 soul for damage and 2 souls to heal. Mummy's at full health.
Should be 3 souls to heal, because he generated 1 from damaging her.
Oh,
But yeah,
sure. Wow.
anyway.
He said
yeah.
he's on 0
Yeah,
souls, full
she's-
health.
Yeah, he's a clean mummy. Okay, Hulkbuster is shooting somebody?
Voodoo.
Voodoo, okay.
Nope, never mind, not Voodoo.
Yeah, that's got to be Red Skull. Yeah, it's Red Skull because he only
Yep.
has 2 defense. It's energy defense. He whiffed so he did 3 damage to Red Skull.
With
So
on a 4-die attack, a regular grunt attack.
so he needs to do 2 more damage to hit this. But he has rapid fire, which he didn't hit there.
Yeah, it's on wilds.
Yeah.
It's the hardest rapid fire to get.
Oh, he's good. Red Skull sort of lives. I think Sooner is playing quicker now and might be feeling the pain a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Red Skull's up.
I think once both his Hulks have died,
Yeah.
he's kind of like,
Yeah. Yeah, and now
Bleh.
Red Skull can go and
bleh.
yeah.
So the grunts are choosing the suicide attack to get outside of martial artist of Psylocke and try to
Yeah.
put her down, which seems
The bots.
okay.
So Psylocke can slippery.
No, Tiny Tony has
Oh,
slippery.
Tiny Tim. Tiny Tony. Okay.
Yeah, it's called something else, but it's just straight up slippery from Toad.
Oh, it sounded like, never mind, it's not the bots. He was just going to go shoot Tony.
Okay. I would do the 1 to Psylocke. You cranked.
I agree with you.
Or 2? I don't know. You cranked her. Like, tap that in.
I mean, he didn't crank her as much as he could have. I guess he didn't want her to activate. But yeah, I agree. He should just do it now. Should just stop her from activating. You already don't have Prio.
Nope. Maybe he's going to do it anyways. Maybe.
Yeah.
He was measuring the 2 to see if he's a martial artist, so we might see the same play.
Yeah.
I just think Psylocke's the scariest character left on the board. I don't want to reactivate.
Absolutely. No question. No question. Yeah, okay, so he's doing it. He's doing the 4 Asgard,
Yep.
4 Hydra.
Yeah, the bots.
Yeah, the bots. And then shooter. So this is a 4 dice. Wait, no, not counting Schmidt. Not
Out
counting
of
blanks.
blanks.
Oh, out of blanks, yeah.
Is what he said.
4 dice out of blanks. Count. So he gets reroll any here. He's got a crit first.
The crit was a skull, so he can't. So 4 hits.
He gets 4 against 1. So I think that dazes her. Pay 2? What is pay?
Maybe she has 2 health. Because he didn't go full soul damage. He wanted to heal Mummy.
Right, but I thought that's a 3 on the damage. So.
That's,
Oh, she's got like a reroll mechanic?
yeah.
Okay, so she's alive on 1. She takes 2
Alive on
damage,
one.
alive on
Yeah,
1.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
she has
can-
pay for reroll. That's
Yes.
what it is, right. Okay, so they explode.
Mummy gets a soul.
Mommy gets a soul. He remembered. Very
Cash
good.
money value.
Yep. So now Red Skull can go, and he's kind of at his leisure to just deal with Psylocke because Blade and Voodoo can definitely kill Tiny Tim. But it looks like he wants to do 1 attack into Tiny Tim, and then maybe if he's being a little bit of a greed lord here, but if he hits the walk trigger, if he gets the walk trigger,
He
then
can
he can
go
probably kill both
Yes.
Hulkbuster and Psylocke, or chase Hulkbuster if he lives and gets to Slippery. So 5. 3 damage to Hulkbuster.
And the slippery. So
Okay, he got the push, but not the walk.
Yeah, deciding not to push because if his opponent's going to slippery, why would you help
Yeah.
him out?
So now he didn't get the walk, so Red Skull's second action is going to be not an attack, unless he's within 3 of Beast.
Yeah.
Maybe he is? I can't really tell.
Does this enlighten us?
Are you going to be able to tell even if we look straight down?
I don't know, but maybe.
Okay.
The batteries in this mouse might be dying.
That looks so close. I guess he's in.
Oh yeah, it seems like he's
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's in. Well, nice, good bump. 6 hits from the counting blanks.
I think that might be a dead beast.
6 into Beast's, I guess, has 1 block. Yeah. Beast flips, or I mean dazes, and he did get the walk this time, so he's going over
here
there
and
to
grab
flip
some
that
points,
point.
put some threat on people. Yep.
Ouch. Wow, what a game. Psylocke is the only activation left, though he could pass, but that seems unwise. Blade and Mummy are still ready to go. I mean, Voodoo, Blade and Voodoo, excuse me.
Yes.
I assume Voodoo is going to try to take out Hulkbuster, and then Blade will either go for Psylocke or go for Hulkbuster, depending on how that activation goes. That's how I would do it, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I agree, killing Hulkbuster's the pride. I mean, he's so far away from getting to the suit.
Yeah.
But he does still have a rapid fire energy gun, which is
he just needs.
to say.
He needs 10 power, right?
Energy attacks are so good in the Midnight Suns.
They are. All right. He needs 10 power to suit up, or
Yeah,
8?
10.
Okay, 10. All right.
Hey, they remember the
Schmid
ship.
verbally remembers. Schmid verbally remembers alien ship. So. I can't tell if that's. They're talking. We might be seeing the end of the game here sooner.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think he's
Sooner, just expressing that he's in the hole, which is
yes.
which is true.
Uh-huh. We agree.
Yeah. Okay, so Psylocke activates.
Doing
does
her
the
slide for dice.
yeah
Shitty web swing, as I call it.
body slide by 1,
That is no.
and 7 dice of energies going into Mummy. Mummy blocks 1. Looks like we've got
3 credit.
5, so 4 down to 3 damage on Mummy. So Mummy takes 3.
Okay.
He's got alive on 2.
It's a respectable hit.
Extremely killable now, I think. For it, can her spender be energy, or is
No.
it just okay? Okay, so he elects for another builder, 5 dice energy.
Yep. Saving power for rerolls because she can't buy rerolls like a Modek one.
Okay, so she exactly dazes
Yep,
Mummy.
kills him to the
2
point.
through. Drops the extract.
All right. Well, that's what we expect Psylocke to do there. She picks up the core, which might blow up and kill her.
That is true. If Blade doesn't do it first. So I think now, unless I'm misremembering something, Schmid has 2 uninterrupted activations.
Yes.
Voodoo and Blade.
Yep, and they're confirming that all the Avengers models have activated.
Yep.
Voodoo's going to try to chase
Yeah.
the tiniest of Tonys.
Yep. It's getting smaller every minute. Did he have enough? Oh no, he didn't have enough money to spend her. I was gonna say.
I don't know if he's in range either.
Yeah. Well, I think he should have walked and spent it if he could, but
Sure.
yeah,
Oh, kills him.
kills him. He's evaporates. Okay,
there's a
and
shake.
Sooner
Yeah.
concedes. Wow.
I don't
yeah,
blame
I
him.
mean, that's just it's gone. Psylocke's
gonna
the only
be-
model on the field. Yeah.
Well, it'll be a dazed injured beast,
Or
injured Psylocke,
injured beast. Injured Psylocke,
versus
yeah.
all of Schmid's list.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, that was brutal. Wow. I mean, I think, I play this list and I underestimated how hard it could hit. I mean, and definitely like the Blade and Red
Well,
Skull
yeah, Red
activations
Skull
were
was
above.
swinging above.
Yeah, they were above par, no
Yeah.
question, on turn 2. But yeah, I mean, I think the best thing that Schmidt did was he handled the sacrifice really well, like not getting caught up in targeting the same person and realizing that since the sacrifice swapped sides,
Yep.
swapped over to Hulk and still did a bunch of damage. I was like, it was clear that he needed to switch targets. He did the
Yeah.
exact right thing. I think that was really good.
Well, and then also, too, I think he did a great job with that same blade activation because that was the one where he made sure to set up sacrifice on his own Red Skull
Yeah,
to stop
right,
the stagger
right.
spender
Yes,
from going
that was
in.
that was
right?
excellent.
So, like, that
yeah.
blade activation was just beautiful start to finish.
Yeah,
you
blade-
know? And
blade-
that really set him up for success,
Yeah, that was really, really good.
along with the backstopping, right? Again,
Totally,
That's
yeah.
one of those little things. I didn't think about it, see it turn 1.
Yeah.
And then turn 2 comes around. I was like, oh, Red Skull being wedged between these grunts and this lamppost is
Massive.
the
yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Like, it's
totally,
the most
totally.
important
Yeah, yeah.
thing here.
Yeah, that was really, really well played.
So those micro decisions there really, really paying out huge for Schmid
Yeah.
and putting him in an opportunity for his dice to then go ham.
To go crazy. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Red Skull would not have gotten all of that damage
Right.
without the smart choice ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Okay, so that wraps up the stream. I don't think we can announce the winner. This is the first game to finish of this set. Again, it's Johnny versus Lucas and Mike DeLuca versus Curtis Osborne. And can't tell what's happening. But
I guess you vamp for a second. I'm just going to go scope those games real
Okay,
quick and see
sure.
if there's anything to know.
what is up, gamers? I am vamping. You guys aren't talking enough. Thanks everybody for watching the stream. This has been really fun for us to do. I hope you guys feel like the commentary and the stream quality and everything has been good. I was going to say we put a lot of work into this. That's not really true. I didn't put any work into this almost, other than just being on the screen. But Nate and Vince and Pat worked really hard to make this stream happen, and we want the community to have like access to good VODs of high-level play with decent commentary, people who, are passionate about the game, everybody on all parts of the screen, and also we wanted to tell us straighter. So, hope it's good. Who won? Schmid won, caller. Schmid won. It was... Schmid was... what am I trying to say? Sooner went up early on points, but then Schmid had a monster turn 2 where he did a lot of work with his blade and Red Skull and almost wiped the field just on turn 2. And then he stomped over it, and then Hulk was dazed. Hulkbuster was off the field. And that's when Sooner conceded. Oh, thanks, Nick Cork. Glad you like the stream. And these VODs will also be up on Vince's YouTube channel. First, they're already there as like full streams, like the full 7-hour thing from yesterday or whatever, but then they'll also be available as like discrete VODs, like each game. So if you missed anything, you should go check them out on Vince's YouTube channel in a few days, or if you were on stream, and you're listening now, which seems unlikely, but if you were, you should go check it out and listen to us talk and say wrong things about all the stuff you did. What's the situation?
So the DeLuca Curtis game looks incredibly close. It's like 13-12, and I don't know who's ahead. I can't tell who's turn
okay.
who,
Wow.
but very, very close. The Johnny game against Lucas, Johnny is up on points by quite a bit.
Okay.
It was like 12-7
Okay.
or something, like a lead.
Yeah.
Hard to tell exactly what's going on with attrition, but it looks like Johnny's, if I had to pick someone, right,
Okay.
I think Johnny's in a leading position of that game.
Okay.
So there's one close game and one game where Johnny's leading, but
So,
again,
I mean,
Marvel
if-
games are so hard to walk
Yeah,
past and understand.
totally. Yeah, when I was judging the first round, I was like, I wanted to like be abreast of who was winning what, and I just couldn't if I didn't like stand there watching for a long time.
Yeah, you have to- who's activated, all the health, everything's so specific. So
Yeah, so Schmid's minis are Sploosh. Schmid's minis are unpainted because they're mine. He lost his minis and they're still trying to find them. He lost them overnight. So the Midnight Suns models, the black primed ones are mine, and they're like converted slightly and primed, but not painted yet. Some of my models are painted, but I think the ones I painted first are not in Schmid's list. It's like werewolf and stuff. But
where you don't overlap.
Yeah. So by the way, everybody listening, everybody watching, Schmid, don't listen to this if you're watching this back. That was all me. It's my models. I won that game, not Schmid, because it was the Red Skull and the Blade who were doing the most work, and those
That's
are my
true.
models.
Yes,
So
yeah.
just saying.
We'll make sure you get a trophy.
Yeah, thank you. Good.
We'll take Schmid's.
Oh yeah, by the way, you guys can see on the stream the trophies. They're up top by the clock, and they say SG 2025. But what you can't see, because we don't have enough outlets over there, and we didn't want to fuck with the stream setup too much, is they light up. Like you plug them in, and then they light up.
Yeah.
And they look really cool.
They look incredible.
And the teams are getting.
So
Who
winner
else getting
gets a set.
The winner's
Runner up gets a set.
Yeah.
And then there's 5 for the painting awards. So there's the best team, best
Yeah,
roster,
yeah. Okay,
best mob.
right. Cool. So, yeah. And did we do final table? Like, are these guys
Yes.
definitely the runners up?
Yes.
So, okay, so all 6 of these guys, the Grip It and Rip It team and the Meatmen team, are getting one of those trophies to take home, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
We're not doing third place. We're just doing top table, first and second.
Okay, cool, great.
And then our big raffle table. We have a raffle table this year.
Oh, yeah,
for
we have a
anybody who's
raffle
last
table,
year.
yeah.
We had money in the budget, so it was like 36 boxes of Marvel stuff over there, I think.
We're still talking, but we'll. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So, anything else we should say on stream before we get going?
Yeah, and I don't think, I was just trying to see, I thought maybe it looked like China's games are happening, but no, those games still look like they have quite a bit to go. So I think if you want to know what happens, check the Longshanks. I don't
Yeah,
think
check
we're
the
gonna hang out
Longshanks.
here until it's over.
Or the Discord.
It
yeah.
should not be hard to find out.
Yeah. And I think that's it. Thanks for tuning in all weekend again.
Yeah, thanks for being in chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all right, cool. Bye.
Bye.
And now he's going to press a button with a really slow mouse, so I'm just going to stare and listen for a bit. I stepped away. What was the final score of the game? I don't know that. You'll have to check on Longshanks. I don't know how they resolved the final score because Sooner conceded.
Yeah.
Which I think reasonable, but they didn't. So they didn't score the points of this final turn, at least
Not that we
in our
saw.
ears.
Yeah.
Like they might have after they took off their mics. But so you have to check the Longshanks for that. But Schmid won. It was 6-6 when he won, but he would have
He's
scored a
about
bunch
to
of
score a
points
bunch
if they
of
were
points
gonna
and-
if they were
yeah.
gonna resolve that. I never know how people want to do concessions. So.
All right. Cool. Thanks, everyone.